Hello, Anne. Can I talk to you for a bit? Of course. I'm just surprised to hear from you. It's been ages. I know. I'm sorry for not being a better cousin, but I need your help now. I want to divorce my husband. Oh no! You and George? Why? Because I've reached my limit. I can't be married to someone like that anymore. Really? I've only ever seen him at family holidays and barbecues, but he seems so nice. What did he do? For one, he's been cheating on me for months now. Really? With who? I don't know, but all the signs were there. Besides, he's toxic. He's constantly trying to get his way, and he won't accept no for an answer. He'll keep manipulating me and twisting my words until the whole conversation is shifted to something else. Oh, I'm so sorry. He's really gotten into my head, Anne. I'm second-guessing myself all the time now, and I never used to be that way. Not at all. You are the smart, go-getting cousin of the family. Says the lawyer. Well, if you think this divorce will help you get back to your old mojo, then I'd be more than happy to help. And I won't charge anything. Really? I have money saved up, you know. I insist. I'm here to help. I'll check my schedule and we can figure out a time to meet. You're a lifesaver. I'm not sure if I'm going to go forward with it yet. We're going to do a trial separation right now and see what happens. Trial separation? That was George's idea, wasn't it? Yes. See what I mean? He calls the shots in every way. I told him that we'd do this his way, but I'd still talk to my lawyer about making it official once we both realize how much better off we are apart. And notice I said my lawyer, not my cousin Anne. You know, just in case. In case what? In case he tries to play dirty. I understand. But what about Mila? Is she staying with you? We've decided to split custody between us 50-50. She's staying with him this week, and then he has to hand her over. Oh, do you think that'll be a good idea? You know how much of a daddy's girl she is. It's the best we can do. I mean, she loves her father, and he dotes on her nonstop. But I think she'll finally realize his shortcomings when she's living with him alone. If this separation sticks, I have a feeling she'll want me to petition for full custody once we make everything official. I don't know. You said it yourself. George is a grade A manipulator. Anyway, please know that I'm always on your side and I'll help you as much as I can. Thank you, Anne. I miss you. I miss you too. But now that you won't have George holding you back, you'll probably be able to come visit more often. We can be single gals together. Definitely. I have a feeling my life is going to be a lot easier. Honey, is everything okay at your dad's new apartment? Mom, I miss you. I miss you too. Is Daddy with you right now? Yes, he is. But I'm kind of scared of him. What? Why? Honey, if your father is doing anything scary, you have to tell me. He's acting different. He shouts at me a lot. Why? He says I'm too much like you. At dinner, he threw his plate against the wall and it smashed into a million pieces. The mashed potatoes went everywhere. He said some real bad words too. Are you serious? Yeah? Why would I make that up? Oh, honey, of course I believe you. I'm going to pick you up right away. No! You can't. Why? Because that will only make him madder. Has he hurt you in any way? No, just the screaming. But it's a lot of screaming. He says that you're the reason I turned out the way I did. Does it feel unsafe there? I don't know. You don't want me to pick you up? Please, Mom, don't come. I'll be okay. Honey, this is unacceptable. If anything happens to you, I don't know what I would do. Don't do anything, okay? Don't call the police. Don't say anything, please. I love you, and I promise to protect you no matter what. Mila? George, I'm going to pick up Mila. No, you're not. She told me everything. I can't let her stay there any longer. Why? This was our deal, remember? I have her this week. I only agreed to this because I thought she'd be safe with you. I know how angry you are with me for kicking you out. But Mila is your daughter too, and a real father would never scream and threaten his own daughter. Scream? Threaten? Lucy, what the hell are you talking about? I'm talking about what Mila just told me. George? I just talked with Mila. She said she hasn't talked to you since I picked her up. That's a lie, and you know it. You screamed at her and threw a plate. No, I didn't. I don't even have real plates in this apartment yet. We just use paper plates. You're doing it again. You're manipulating me and trying to gaslight me into not believing my own daughter. That's a new low, George. You're lucky I haven't called the police yet. Talk to Mila. Ask her if I screamed and threw things. She'll tell you it's all made up. I'm not lying to you, honestly. Sure, I'm calling the police. Don't you dare. Not until you actually talk to our daughter and forget all this nonsense. What did you do? Did you bribe the police? Of course not. They came over and asked both me and Mila about what happened, and of course we both said that you were once again making up stories. Thankfully, both the cops were divorced, so they understood what we were going through. The dangers of having an unhinged ex. You paid them, and you forced Mila to lie to them. They just called me and said that they couldn't do anything to stop you. Stop me? I didn't do anything. And I didn't even talk to Mila before they pulled her into the living room and got her side of the story. And there wasn't a story. Mila has been very happy here, and she doesn't want me to get in trouble. I can't believe this. You scare my daughter so much that she begs me to take her home, and now you scare her into lying to the cops about it. We both know that isn't what happened. Listen, Lucy, if you do anything else that puts our daughter in the center of some psychotic made-up drama, then you will not be seeing her again for a long time. I'll make sure of that. George! Anne, I have no idea what to do. I think George is a danger to Mila, but I called the cops and they believed him. They didn't see any signs of danger. And they acted like I'm some jealous ex that wants to start trouble. Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. So what do I do? Can't you get the police to talk to Mila without her father around? They did, and Mila lied to them. She said George didn't do any of the things she said he did. Why would she do that? Because she's afraid of what George would do if she exposes him. There's no other excuse. So what do I do? Are there proper channels to go through? I need to get Mila out of that house as soon as possible. I'm so sorry to tell you this, but you did the right thing legally speaking. And it still wasn't enough. I know, but what do I do now? You shouldn't call the police again until you get more information, more evidence. Really? You're saying I'm hopeless? I'm saying you need some proof. Otherwise, anything you do would just make you seem unhinged. But what about the texts she sent me? Is that evidence? Not necessarily. The police always put more weight on what a child says instead of whatever hearsay comes out of a phone chat. But she said she was scared. Kids say a lot of things. Did she say anything about George hurting her in any way? Anything specific? She said he yelled at her and then broke a plate. Have you ever yelled at your daughter? Have you ever broken something? Yeah, but it's not like what she described George doing. Face it, right now, there's nothing you can do until you have real proof. But what if things escalate and she gets hurt? Do you really think that would happen? Yes. Then you should go in and rescue her. I always tell my clients to play by the rules, especially if they're the wronged party. But in this case, the rules don't work. You need to go over there and take her. Is that really the only way? Unless George magically becomes a different person. I don't know if I can do that. Let me try talking to Mila again. Mila, are you there? Are you okay? Mama, I'm so scared. Mila, tell me what's happening. Daddy said you were a bad person and he's not gonna give me back. He locked me in my room. Oh God, are you hurt? No, but he said I will be if the cops come again. Why didn't you tell them the truth when they were there? Because Daddy told me not to. He took Cynthia, Mama. Cynthia? Your favorite doll? Yeah, and he ripped off her head. He said he would do the same to me if the cops tried to take me away. And then after they left, he locked me in here and said I was never coming out. Honey, stay strong. I love you. Mama, please get me. I will, honey. I will. I was right. George threatened her to stay quiet when the cops were there, and now he has her locked in the room. Jesus, so you have more text message proof? This sounds really serious. I have to show these texts to the police. They'll believe me this time. Do you think that's the safest idea? What do you mean? Did George say he would do anything if the police tried again? Yes. He threatened her again, didn't he? Yes. Clearly, you can't call the police. It'll make everything so much worse. Like I said before, I think you need to sneak over there yourself. And do what? Take her away before he notices. Isn't that what she wants you to do? Yes, that's what she said. Do you think you can do that? I don't know. Yes, I have to. It's the only way. Exactly. You don't want her to end up like her poor Cynthia doll. Lucy? Yes, you're absolutely right. I'll message you after I save her. Mila, it's Mommy. I'm right outside. I'm here to save you. Thank you, Mama. Where's your dad right now? He's in the living room watching TV. Okay, right. I see him through the window. Mama, you have to stop him before he sees you. He's not going to, honey. I need you to open your window and then I'll help you climb out. Okay, but I'm scared. It's okay, honey. We'll be fast. But you have to be very quiet. All right, Mama. I'm walking over to your side of the apartment. I'm behind the tree right outside. I don't see you. I'm here. I'm hiding. Please open the window. Mama, I can't. He's gonna hear us. You can't be scared of him. Not right now. You have to be a big girl, okay? I can't. Then what can we do? You have to stop Daddy first. What? Go to the front door and stop him. You know he won't listen to me. Then don't stop him with words. Mila, what are you saying? I know there's a lot of sticks by that tree. Big, heavy sticks. Pointy, too. Oh, you want me to fight him? Not just fight, Mama. I want you to stop him forever. Then you can take me and we can go away. Just you and me. I can't do that, honey. That's really wrong. But Mama, don't you love me? Won't you do anything for me? Of course, honey. Then take a stick and do what you have to do. I don't want to end up like my Cynthia doll. Mila, I love you very much, but I can't do what you're asking. Why, Mama? Why? Because I'm not really outside the apartment. And I know that you're not really Mila. What? Come on, George. Did you really think I'd fall for it? Mama, why'd you call me George? Because that's who I'm talking to, right? Don't deny it. I fell for it at first, but your plan was just too clever by half. I don't know what you're talking about. Then let me fill in the blanks. You confiscated Mila's phone when she got there. I know you did. You didn't want Mila to contact me while she was with you. Isn't that right? I don't understand. So when I messaged her, you pretended to be Mila and made up a story that scared me so much that I called the police. And when the police came, of course Mila told them that nothing happened. That was the first step in your plan, right? And it worked. It made them think I was being irrational and unstable. But then you kept going. You want full custody of Mila. Not only that, you want Mila to think that I'm the crazy one. So you escalated the situation and tried to lure me there. And it was a clever idea, really. As soon as her mom walks in brandishing a weapon and attacking you, then Mila would never forgive me. She'd be yours forever. And even if the cops see the text messages that led me to it, none of that would matter because she'd still see me as the crazy parent who wanted to hurt her daddy. Is that about right? George? Come on, be honest with me for once in your life. Admit what you did. Oops. Christ, Lucy, you figured it out. How the hell did you do that? I knew it was you all along as soon as Anne mentioned the Cynthia doll. I never told her about that, so how did she know? Because she was in on it the whole time. You manipulated her into giving me bad advice and egging me on. She's my favorite cousin, and I loved her so much, so I never would have expected the betrayal. But as soon as she mentioned Mila's doll, I knew that you'd gotten your hooks into her. How'd you do it? Did you seduce her or something? Did you say that you two would start a family together with me out of the picture? Something like that. Wow. I knew you could manipulate people, but my own cousin? I thought she was smarter than that. And bringing her into this whole scheme, you're putting her legal career in jeopardy too. I don't know what kind of crime that would be. Entrapment or something, but now that you've been caught, she'll suffer for your actions too. Like I care. You don't seem too upset that I figured you out. Oh, I am. I spent weeks planning this out, and I wasted all that time pretending that I actually like your boring, ugly cousin. And to have it all ruined because she mentioned a stupid doll, honestly, it's disappointing. But don't think you won, Lucy, because you're never going to see our daughter again. By the time you call the police and tell them everything, we'll both be out of here and you'll have no idea where we went. So you're going to kidnap Mila and run away? Something like that. I'm sorry, George, but you're not going to get away with this. And why not? Because the police are already outside. I'm at the police station right now, and they've read every message you've sent me, including your confession. 2 officers are waiting right outside your apartment. And now that they know you're planning to steal our daughter, I think they'll be knocking on the door. George? Am I right? Have you finally gotten caught? George? I'll take that as a yes. Hello, Anne. Can we talk? Lucy, you still okay? What happened? The police took George away and Mila is back home with me. She's safe and asleep in her room. The nightmare's over. Oh, you don't sound too excited. I am. I'm just surprised. How did you do it? Well, I figured out the best way to expose George as the monster he is. And it was all thanks to you. What did I do? I know everything, Anne. Please don't lie to me. I thought I could trust you. I thought we were family. We practically grew up together. The least you could do is tell me why you wanted to help my husband steal Mila away from me. I'm so sorry. George and I are in love. But you knew that eventually you'd be caught. And you knew that I loved Mila more than anything in the world. Did you really love him so much that you'd ignore those things? Yes, I did. And he was manipulating you. He didn't love you. He probably never loved me either. He's a sociopath who pretends to be a good man, and you fell for it. I guess I did too, but not anymore. He said we'd be together. We'd be a family, Lucy. I was always so jealous of the family you made with him, and I thought that I could have that instead. Not you, me. And look where it got you. In the morning, I'll be sending pictures of all your texts to your work. The police already have them. It's probably best if you put in your resignation as soon as possible. Lucy, no! Without George, my work is all I have. Goodbye, Anne. Thanks for all the wonderful legal advice. Please, Lucy, please, I'm sorry. Obviously, I got a new lawyer, one I wasn't related to, one I had to pay. It was worth every penny, though, because he was able to keep me calm and focused while I got my divorce, got full custody, and made sure that George would never see me or Mila ever again. I never saw George's face after he was arrested, but I guess I will when I testify against him. Mila will not be there, of course. For the most part, I sheltered Mila from everything that happened. I told her enough of the basics so she knows that her dad is a bad man who tried to take her away from me and her home and her friends. One day, I'll tell her the whole story. She still says she misses her father, but she thinks about him less every day. And I'm not sure what happened to Anne. I completely cut off contact. I know that she's no longer practicing law. I know that she moved away almost immediately, and I know that no one else is speaking to her, not even her parents. But I don't think she's in any legal jeopardy. Whatever, in her sad quest towards stealing my family, she lost her real family in the process.